Yes, we are here now. We are here.
Hello.
It was a long work day.
I called off because I didn't feel good.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling good last week, so I couldn't do it 2 weeks in a row. But yeah, we're here, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna be eating at the same time because I need some sustenance.
She hungry.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, what's going on, people?
I don't know what you're doing.
Hello,
I don't
Lady
like
Amy,
that.
How do? What don't you like? What happened?
Oh no, I have our stream up, but it wasn't streaming. Yeah, I was like,
you know what? Yeah, where's my YouTube window?
Exactly. I had that window up like, oh, what?
Weird because I haven't heard anything start playing yet. I'm not used to that. All right, hold on there now.
All right.
See, YouTube don't be wanting us to be great, man.
Because I had it set on here, and usually when you push the live button, it'll start like rotating. Like, oh, it's coming live. This one just said no. I was like, oh.
They're like, oh, y'all are late, so you're only gonna function on our terms now.
Bruh.
Anywho's. Hey, Scott.
Hey, everybody.
So, sorry, we couldn't be on here last week. I'm sorry, I had some things going on. But now we're here. And before we kick off, though, I would like, if you feel up to it, Meeks, can you regale the folks on your thoughts on Percy Jackson, the movie, One?
Why?
That you watched today?
I'm just... Amy, I literally just finished the movie, honestly, at 6 o'clock.
Bro, Meeks texted me that exactly last night.
I don't understand. Supposedly they're in the middle of writing season 2. Like they've already started writing season 2, but they haven't officially announced season 2 yet. And I don't understand why. It should have been announced after episode 1.
Makes sense.
Y'all are crazy. Right. Although they did say that they said Leah and Walker had went back in for more swim training for the next season.
Did you watch their swim training?
Yes, I watched the heroes making thing.
That work, yeah.
First of all, I can't be watching that. I was over here crying with his dad. I was like, "You better suck it up, sir." I don't have time to be crying.
Did we talk about how baby girl had both her parents on the set?
Listen,
with her?
Come on.
You know what? Yeah.
Come on.
That is what's supposed to happen when your child is in Hollywood. You right there in everybody's face.
In everybody's face. But let's do the movie first, because the movie.
Yes. Go ahead,
y'all. I don't know what I expected, because everybody was just like, oh, is the movie? Is this part of it's going to be the movie? Like, is this the movie? I was confused about the movie. First of all, the age increation. I didn't know what grade they were supposed to be in. Did they ever say? I don't think they ever said, because I'm like,
they were somewhere in high school. I want to say their sophomore year.
They had to be seniors. They were huge.
Because
they were huge.
The next movie, The Sea of Monsters, is just 1 year later. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. They looked like everybody was 17, 18, 19. Everybody looked grown as hell. They looked like a big bag of adults.
They looked like they had kids to go home to.
Oh my gosh. I just couldn't. I didn't really. I understood the story. I hated the casting for Poseidon, not because the actor was bad, because every time I see him, I relate him to Owen Hunt, Grey's Anatomy, and I hate him. Hate him in Grey's Anatomy. Fuck him in Grey's Anatomy.
I understand that.
Of course, I saw Lord Stark, and I was like, Oh, he was mad annoying in them. Oh, it was. I
kicked it off with Lord Stark. At least he didn't die in this.
Come on, the number of times I looked at the camera like, why is Grover doing this? He was giving me Robert Downey Jr.'s character in Tropic Thunder. I'll make that's what he was giving me. And I was just like,
the extra coonery.
I could not. I kind of liked him having the arm bracers, because he walks a little differently. Yeah. I like that part, but he was just it don't, because if you could walk fine,
that made sense about his character.
I'm like, I
Yes, give him a kid, no Owen Hunt.
listen. Every time I saw him, I was just like,
it counts for Sean Bean. I can't even hold you on that one.
Me neither. Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, okay, and I was like, so in this movie, they had to go get the pearls. Each stop was a pearl, and they had to get the pearl, and it would take them to the underworld, and then they would go to the underworld and talk to Hades about getting his mom back without the bolt. I don't know what the plan was. All I know is the moment that Luke showed up on the screen, I knew he did it.
The bad guy. Yeah.
I knew the movie Luke did it.
His whole aura just said it. Yep.
He was clearly 27. He was tired of being here. He had a whole Call of Duty setup. He didn't want to be here with these kids. He was like,
had a whole cabin by himself.
Everybody.
That's impossible.
Everybody. Like you were too grown. You were too big. I didn't trust you. You looked dirty. You looked like you was up to something snakery. I don't like it. I don't like it. Pierce Brosnan as a horseman, loved it. Yeah, I loved him. I was like, and his effects looked really good too. And I was like, man, that looks really good. Yeah. Yeah. The story, Uma Thurman, I was rolling. She was giving extra villain words and draggery of the sentence while trying to. I was like, Uma Thurman, you told her to be a villain. She was like, okay. She was pulling from that Batman and Robin she did as Poison Ivy.
I wasn't mad at it though. I wasn't mad at it.
Wow.
Hey, Whitney Davis.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was extra.
Yes. I used to date your daddy.
Extra.
That I was like, bitch. I used to date your daddy.
Right away, coming out with the smoke, and I was like, okay.
I was like, but why would he care?
That speaks to the pettiness of all these assholes. That boy don't know shit about his daddy. Like, why would he care? And why would you hold him responsible for the fuck shit that Poseidon was doing?
Like
nonsense with their whole pantheon. Like, y'all
did he leave amoebas in your vagina? Is that why you're upset? Like, what happened? Is something skittering in there? Something skinnamarink dinking? What's happening?
I mean, that and the beef with Annabeth is the same thing.
Listen,
although I kind of understand where it's coming
from. I get that
Annabeth,
one,
but still,
I get that one.
Responsible for what Athena did.
Like, girl,
still some nonsense. And yes, Hermes was the man in. Wait, did they go see him in this one? Nope, never mind. I will
talk about the movie.
Yeah. See.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I jumped ahead. That comes up with Tiamat. We'll
okay, because he was in the show, just not in the movie. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm like.
So I do believe the link for Meeks' Patreon is down below already. So if you get that, you'll get that reaction to part one.
Yeah. That's going to be edited and put up soon, like on Patreon. YouTube is going to take a little longer. Oh no. Yes, Rosario. They had so many big names in this movie for no reason. There were so many big fucking names, and I'm like,
I will say
why?
Though, I was not mad about seeing Lady Rosario though.
Nobody was. Oh my god, that Hades. I was like, the whole entire time I was looking at Hades.
I looked at that Hades and I thought the exact same thing that I thought when I saw who they cast for Sirius Black. And that's no smoke against Gary Oldman. He's a great actor, but he was not right for that role. If you've read those books, you know that's not what Sirius is supposed to look like.
But here's the thing: even that Sirius Black, Gary Oldman was better than this Hades. Period. Yeah, I didn't understand. I was like, "Sir, you right." I was just like, "So this is him." That
was ridiculous. The crazy thing about that movie, though, how they made all those side quests to get the pearls. If y'all would have just followed the damn book, there was enough side quests in there.
That's what I was confused. Because at the end of the day, he getting all these pearls to go down there just to ask for his mom back.
Exactly. What was the point? How are they supposed to be finding the bolt?
It just so happens that version of Luke put it in the shield, which is a good hiding place. Now, I did like the hiding place for that in the shield. But this is why you don't take stuff from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I would have taken that map and been like, thank you.
That's why you should inspect things that you're given. Like on the show, bro, how you never looked in that bag? You didn't see the bolt in there at all? How?
That I had a question on, but somebody had answered that for me in one of my comments in my videos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was the movie. The movie was bizarre. The movie wasn't like horrible, but it was very like, tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. It was that. It was real that. It was real that. It was very much so that.
I followed the book.
That was my question. That's what I asked my brother. I asked him, I was like, so how off was the movie from the books? And my brother looked at me and he was just like, I was like, okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's my answer.
Like some of the characters was there. That's about it.
You were like, we had some of the same characters.
Some of the characters showed up. That's about it.
Damn. Well.
Yeah.
Well, I feel better. Yeah. I want to see the disaster of movie 2, but I have to wait like 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah. Yeah. Because once we get through season 2 and then you go watch the movie, you'll get it immediately.
That might. Listen, a masterful retelling like that might get one because I've been hearing that everybody hates that movie
so much.
Like, but yeah, that was the movie. The movie was an experience.
I think everyone on the show is hilarious in their own way and in the different situations they have to go into.
I love this show so much, and I'm very sad.
Is that no? She doesn't have to wait 3 years. Is that just? Are you suggesting to just not watch it at all?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm assuming you.
But I've got to watch it. I've got to do the comparisons. I think my favorite part of the movie is Logan Lerman. Is that his name?
Logan.
I liked him as Percy. I liked him as Percy.
It's the writing and how they directed him with the story that was the problem. Yeah.
You know how I feel about going somewhere with no plans. Like y'all had the shittiest plans of all plans. And then Luke was flying around with them little shoesies on. I was rolling. But that's it. Okay, I'm going to talk about our Percy. I'm going to talk with Good.
All right, so
episode 7, right?
Episode 7. To start off, okay, so like the first thing that's on my tiny list over here is how Percy's older brother looked like his granddad and not his older brother. Like, baby, you look older than your father.
I saw him in the movie.
Like, you could be your father's grandfather.
He was in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, I see. Oh, this is Krusty."
He was in the movie.
Krusty was in the movie. Krusty was the boat guy.
Oh shit! Damn, that's right. That's right. I didn't even catch that.
Yep, Krusty was the boat guy.
He fit for the boat guy, but
he did. For the brother, I was just like, "What happened?"
I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, is all these beds, all the travelers that you've killed, you didn't like siphon no youth or nothing?
You did not see Are You Afraid of the Dark?
What are you killing them for?
You didn't see Are You Afraid of the Dark, where they eat the travelers' youth? You didn't see that one? You didn't do that, Krusty?
Which Are You Afraid of the Dark? Oh, talking about him. I was like, wait, huh?
Yeah, remember that episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark where they would stand in this hotel or this house at like a bed and breakfast, and the people were sucking their lives out of them to make themselves younger? It's like, you didn't do that, Krusty? That wasn't in the forefront?
That apparently just wasn't in the plans, and I didn't look up a whole lot about Brother Krusty. So I don't know if he did something with them or not. I don't remember. And Cerberus looked great. Cerberus kind of reminded me of Fluffy.
Listen, I don't do any of that. I don't like dogs, and I don't like dogs running at me. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like the puppy dogs? What did the puppy dogs do to you? Are you allergic?
Of course I am. I'm allergic to cats and dogs.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
But cats are worse for me. But I don't like the fact that puppies want to be on you all the time. Like they play. Like, oh, it's new human, time to play. And they try to climb up you. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, puppy, you gotta sit next to me. You gotta not move. Like, here, pets. Like, here, pets.
Right, just put your head down right there.
Yeah, pets. Like, I don't like when things jump on me or chase me. Like, I don't like that.
Understandable.
So I saw the Cerberus and I went.
I was afraid of dogs for a long time when I was a kid. Yeah.
I'm still afraid of dogs, but if it's a like a friend who has a dog, I go over there. The more I go over there, the more I'm used to it. As long as it does not jump on me or chase me.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I do not like when they jump away, especially if it's a big puppy dog.
Oh my gosh!
I don't want to be knocked over. No, thank you.
My friends, her aunt and uncle had some Rottweilers. Every time I came into the room, they would either try to bite my butt or like paws on my chest. And when they were big enough to be like on my chest, and I'm like,
you are way too large. Nope.
Oh, they just want pets. They don't. I don't. Their claws are right here. I don't want it. I'm good.
I did like movie, but like we were talking before we jumped on, I think she only got that role because of the eyes and the wisdom thing. That's kind of it. And what you got also don't have nothing against cookies and cream ice cream, y'all. That's like delicious.
She was also like doing what Brandon T was doing, but the white woman version of that with the I had to take off my glasses so you can see
being a little extra.
Like Percy. Oh my gosh, you're in the water. You're really good at that. I'm like, bitch, you're making my eyes twitching. Why are you talking about?
My eye twitch.
Like, I can't. Like, I was like, oh, okay. And she was just really extra when she was shooting the bow. She was like, I'm like, ma'am, just.
The direction on that just wasn't great enough.
Just shoot them.
It did none of them any favor.
Just shoot them. It's cool. It's fine. You shoot them regular. But yeah, so that was, I didn't like I liked the dog design of Cerberus. I like the dog design. I did not like the fact that Grover was munched on in the pocket and he came out of the
bruh. Okay, wait, hold on. Actually, jump back to Senior Krusty real quick. I do like that they got him with the okey doke, which for real, I don't know how you didn't see that coming, sir. The boy
Krusty
walked in there off rip. I know who you are.
You know they travel in 3, right? You know they were the 3 of them together, right? The 3. 1, 2, 3. So if one comes in, where you sir.
Yeah. And he even said it. He's like, "Oh, you have Dad's eyes." Okay, so look at the stuff that you're doing, sir. This is your little brother. You don't think maybe there would have been some sneakery afoot?
No, I'm gonna walk through the front door and be like,
it's just nuts. But I mean, he got what was coming to him because I'm sorry, bro. How you just killing people for being on the road and just happen to want to lay down or look at your mattresses for a second? That's just rude.
That's just weird. That's how bed bugs spread.
Why is that your tick? I'm gonna have to look him up after.
What?
Word is Chris Columbus didn't want to work with young kids again after he did have it.
Damn. Well, sir, that movie was not for you,
Mr. Columbus. Well, okay, yeah, you should not have been directing that movie then, because you botched it badly.
All these big ass old kids with kids.
Seriously.
They were clearly in their mid-20s.
Every last one of them.
Oh my gosh.
It looked even worse time they got to movie 2.
My goodness. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. But I also like the fact that they're having Annabeth use her hat.
Yes.
Like in practical spots. Like, please go invisible. Go invisible. Put the hat on.
Yes.
So I'm like, you got this whole invisibility thing, but you're not going to use it?
Yeah, they completely wiped that out in the movie. And I don't understand why, because it's such a staple thing to her character. Yeah, it was a bit absurd in my book.
It kind of makes me want to read the book so I can figure out exactly how badly they botched the movie. Because I'm like, there's so many things in the show that I'm like, oh, well, did this happen in the books? And was it supposed to be in the movie is always my next question now.
There's a lot that should have been in the movie. I think, I mean, there are some things that were trimmed for the show, obviously for time, because they only made it a half hour, but they got all of the big points to hit, and it still flowed well. The stuff they cut is stuff that didn't necessarily have to be in there.
Okay. Yeah, like in the movie when they had the whole the capture the flag, I'm like, first of all y'all suck, because if the goal was for him to capture a flag, he touched the flag. So did he win? So if he won, why is y'all fighting? Number two, the both of y'all are here fighting each other with red and blue around when the goal is to capture the flag. I'm not watching y'all fight. I'm finna capture this flag and go. We finna win.
Flag. Everyone's distracted by them. Okay, I'm gonna just disappear.
I'm gonna get the
crowd.
Look.
And go around the back. Oh, don't mind me.
Excuse me.
Guys, we won.
Excuse me as I capture the flag.
Exactly. Like, y'all go ahead and do that.
Squeeze me. And I'm just like, okay, y'all wasting all this time. When you have some listen, compared to the show, I was just like,
compared to the show, you already see how bad it is. You're not gonna be I guess less disappointed by the book comparison. I think you'll be more upset, actually.
I can't do anything. I'm just
You'll get there. You'll get there eventually. Can I say though, wow, but Percy, I love where your head's at right now. Lil Young Buck Percy though, bruh, your mom was doing the best she freaking could, okay? And I gotta give some leeway, obviously, because you're a little baby Percy, and Percy didn't know exactly how to really deal just yet. He wasn't quite the tween yet, but he was all well on his way there. And it was a lot of extra going on, a lot of things happening around him that he didn't understand.
I also feel like
you still needed to not be disrespectful to your mom like that.
I also feel like there's that gray area that we don't learn about until we're in our teenage years. Because when you're little, it's black and white. It's period. It's black and white. If someone says don't steal, you don't steal. But if you need something, it's something they've priced it outrageous on purpose to get you to come out your pockets for, because they know you need it, and you steal it, we're gonna be like, okay, I understand you stealing that because you actually need it, and they were trying to treat you wrong and do you wrong for get your money out of you and swindle you for it. And the kids will be like, well, you didn't have the money to pay for it. You shouldn't have got it or tried to get it in the first place. That's stealing. So I'm like, I can see how he would grow and figure out that his mom was like, well, you did this to me. And him thinking about it like, she had to be in a relationship with this stinky ass man to hide my scent or aura so that nobody could find me.
But see, I don't know if they're going to put that in for the show, how they've set it up. They definitely did it for the movie.
Yeah, they did it for the movie.
We don't really have any they didn't show any signs of him being stank like that for the show. So
they mentioned him being stinky, but that's it.
Something else. Yeah. See, yeah. And that's why I'm confused. I think that they dropped that, but I don't know.
And Amy, you're correct. I had to look it up.
Be his little brother. I
looked it up, and his name, I think it's like Azriel. I think his name is like, he's got a good name. He's got a good name, and
Google that, please.
He's got a good name.
Where's my daddy? You know what, Percy? As far as that is concerned, I don't think he ever really gave any flack on that. He just knew that his mom was mom, and she was doing what he could. But the little baby Percy there,
his name is Azriel.
He got me the wrong way. His name is Azriel.
Azriel Bellman.
Where is his family from?
He's called Ozzy. Oh, that's so cute.
Because that's an interesting name.
Vancouver,
Canada.
British Columbia, Canada.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Dang. American, Canadian, Icelandic, Portuguese. And what is Saami? Sami?
Sami, I think. I don't know if I've seen that before.
But yeah.
That's cool.
He's like
him and Walker legit
ridiculous.
Like they could be related.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that was great casting. Great casting.
Adorbs. Totes adorbs.
I appreciate it again with Annabeth coming through with the invisibility, but and they got past Chiron decently enough. I thought they was a bit rude pushing past all the dead folks that was actually supposed to be there. Like there was a whole space on the side that
you could have
walked around and not bothered them people.
Come on,
made
they
it
is
so
dead.
obvious
They is dead.
that you weren't supposed to be there.
Okay, they is dead. That is roots. That's the roots.
And then well, we got past Chiron and then into the forest of deep regret. It actually made me think of Artax, and it still bothers me to this day. From Neverending Story, the what is it, the Swamp of Sadness or whatever it was, Swamp of Sorrows or something.
I haven't watched that movie in forever.
Yeah. I never forget.
Forever.
It was sad.
I probably blocked it out.
The forest was super sad.
Yeah, anything like that, I probably blocked it out.
Understandable.
Maybe Tamika didn't play that. If it wasn't happy, yes, to my
had to go.
Block.
All right.
Release the memory.
So my thought though, and there's several things that it can be, and I won't list off anything just for potential spoilers for you, but I'm wondering what is it that they're going to say Annabeth was regretting in that moment.
Yeah, there was a lot. I was thinking that she could be regretting what happened to Thalia. Maybe it was her fault that they got caught or something like that, or regret leaving her family, seeing how hard Percy is fighting for his mom and realizing not all parents are perfect, that maybe she should have given her father a chance, something like that. Or at first, because I wasn't quite sure if she was actually involved in the thievery of the bolt because of the invisibility portion of it, I was like, maybe she's like, regretful of being involved in the thieverization of that bolt. So I'm like, I don't know, but she was regretting something because they got her ass. It was like snatch. It sneaked her ass right up,
real quick. Yeah, like she stood still for too long. I think if she would have kept moving, they probably would have been fine. But yeah, she stood in that same spot for a second too long, and she got snatched up. So
I was confused how she got out.
Play that. I think I know what it is. But it's like a super long game thing with her storyline. So we'll see how that plays out, because I'm sure it's going to come back up.
Yeah, and I was also a little confused on how she got out. Like I didn't know what happened when they showed that flash of light. I was like, what the hell happened? Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, what is that? What was that? I remember being confused for a good 3 minutes. Like, girl, what just happened? Where'd she go? Is she okay? Did y'all just left her back there? Did you go check?
Y'all just left her there.
Like, what happened? Like, did she disappear? What happened? Did the tree eat her? Like, is she stuck down here? You got to come back.
Well, she was turning into the tree.
So I was so confused. And then they got out and hit the desert part. And I was like, okay, it's the desert part. And this right here is where I knew something, but I couldn't figure out why it bothered me so much. What had happened?
What?
When they were walking in the desert talking, and all of a sudden they saw this big giant hole, and they're like, oh shit, that's a hole. And then the shoes started flitting towards the hole, and I was like, Grover, Grover, sweetie, take your hooves out the shit. That's exactly.
I was like, wait, bruh, just pull your foots together and heel out of the shoes.
Put your hoofs out, because you got a hoof. It's like a hoof. It's like this. You go.
Yeah. It's literally in their DNA.
So I'm like, I can see that one too. So I'm like, take your feet out the shoes. And then I heard the clunk clunk, and I was like, what the fuck is in y'all bag? What? I was like, I know the bolt's not in there.
That's exactly what I said. I said, wait a minute, hold on. You this whole time you walking around with that shit and you didn't look
because they were in the bag. Heavy? That's the thing. I was like, they looked in the bag. We saw them look in the bag when Grover got it. Or did Grover take it from Ares, or did Percy take it from Ares? I can't remember who, but they opened up the bag and they looked in it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, some clothes and stuff in here." They looked in the bag, so it wasn't there.
He might have had some type of glamour on it.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. To where it only appeared when he got close to the Tartarus hole, which makes sense.
Which did make sense for what the plan actually was once we got to the end of the episode.
And that's why I was like, wait a minute. So Ares actually had it one, and then the shoes, and I was like, well, Luke gave him the shoes, and if the shoes were automatically going to trigger,
were meant for Percy.
Yes, they were automatically going to trigger to send whoever had the shoes into Tartarus. I was like, I knew it.
Tartarus, the hole, I guess. Yeah,
I knew it. I was like, I knew it. I knew it. People were like, how did you guess? And I was like, listen, I can't. My 40-year-old self can't. I can look at someone and be like, no, thank you.
Well,
thank you.
You
I'm
learn
okay.
to read auras very quickly.
No, thank you. I'm okay.
If you're in the game and your brain is just used to analyzing shit on a regular basis, yeah, you can spot that easily.
No, thank you. I'm okay.
Why I didn't want to say anything to you concrete about Luke the whole time. You were saying you were side-eyeing him since like episode 1. I was like,
episode 1. I was like, oh, Luke was like, my name is Luke. No. Instantly, I was like, what do you want? No, thank you.
Oh man.
No, thank you. And so I liked how
it activated as soon as it got close to that. Yep.
And I liked how Percy thought about it, and you could see the thought when they zoomed in on his face at that time.
Yes.
That's what I like about it, because I've heard people complaining that Percy knows everything, and I was like, well, yeah, think about it. If his mom has been training him his whole life to understand the Greek gods and the stories, then he would have a background knowledge of this, and he can go through his Rolodex and be like, this sounds familiar.
And that's exactly what was happening. Yeah, and kudos to Walker for knowing how to play his facial expressions perfectly to show that that's what's happening. Like if the camera isn't just coming in and he's stone faced, like no, you can actually see he's thinking and putting all the pieces together. And that is legit exactly how he works through things in the book too. Like because he's very analytical in how he puts things together, and he's very quick with it. At the beginning, he doesn't understand things sometimes, and he is a little too gung-ho and wanting to push the buttons when you shouldn't push the buttons all the time, Percy. But once we get past those initial stages, oh yeah, he's quick draw McGraw.
I feel like,
and I like how they're playing him.
I feel like once his dad saved him, he realized that this is some real ass shit. Because before it was like, oh, my dad's gonna be in the sky, and he might look down and be like, stop that. But no, his dad had to come and get his ass because he was falling from that arch. He was like, well then, how about that? How about that?
So let's see. I did like actually this. I think this backtracks a little bit when they were still with Cerberus. You know, Grover flew him up the wall, and then I almost called her Hermione. Damn it! Then Annabeth split, and Fluffy woke up again. I know his name ain't Fluffy, but I'm still calling him Fluffy.
Listen.
Fluffy woke up again, and of course, again, she's also a quick draw McGraw. Throws the ball up to make him go fetch.
Yep.
And that's how she got up there. And what the hell is with all these fantasy things and these large ass walls? Y'all, can we not? Please? Like, does
it's not high fantasy if there are
large ass walls? Right. Like if there is not a mountain high thing that you have to hurdle over, it's not right. Your storyline is not complete.
Yep.
It's us, but I did enjoy that part though. I thought that was again showing how clever she is in a pinch, especially.
Yep. Exactly. Because a lot of people, I've heard so many people complaining.
That's all to his mom. Yep.
I've heard so many people complaining that he is too smart. He's not acting like a dumb kid. I was like, well, you got to think about it.
He never was a dumb kid.
If you have been taught something your entire life, you're gonna know, like you're gonna know, and you're gonna be able to recall it. So I don't understand that. I don't understand.
And it's again, this is also something. The way he thinks, this is encoded in his DNA. Okay, that he's a child of water. Water flows every which way, so it's very easy for him to see 100 things all on a line. All his life, all these stories going in. So he basically just has like those, like, you know, back when the Dewey Decimal System like really meant something. He has all those files just opening the drawers all at once in his brain and putting a puzzle together that quick. And that's one of the things that is specific for these demigods. You know, they all have ADHD. They can't ever sit still, and they analyze everything around them all the time. The training really comes in. It's where they learn to start applying those skills to make them functional. So
which is why
Percy was never a stupid kid to begin with. None of them are. So,
but he had to understand.
Say that
he had to understand how he had to think, doing what he needed to do.
He just
and so at the end, he was just like,
He was like, oh, I see it now.
Old man arm cross.
Spot. Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah.
That was it. And I did love also him and Grover's bromance is just everything.
God, this Grover is so much better than movie Grover.
It's so much.
So much better.
It really is.
You could tell each of the characters had growth. Like, come on. Come on.
He's like, oh, okay, you know what? I get it. We on a quest. However, we need to go get your mama though while we're here. And then we can get back to the other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked it. And once we get to Uncle Hades, bro, why are you so obsessed with pomegranates? I mean, I like pomegranate juice. It's tasty. But
I can't drink pomegranate juice anymore. I had a bad alcohol experience.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna need that story offline just on the face that you.
It was just real bad. It was just real bad drinks. It was a lot of pomegranate vodka. There was a lot of that. I threw it all up for 3 days. I'm pretty sure I had alcohol poisoning. 3 days. It was bad.
That's a lot.
I should have gone to the hospital.
That is a lot.
But I threw that shit up.
They shouldn't have been able to cross the river Styx. Well, that's why they had to
climb the wall.
The ferryman. And
in the movies they did.
Climb the wall.
Yeah. In the movie they kind of did. I don't know if that was referred to as River Styx. What they were doing.
No one living is supposed to be able to cross the river Styx. However, if you read some of those stories in mythology, it happens more than you think.
Yeah. So
Hercules, for one, has probably done it the most.
So.
Vodka, yeah,
no, and not to mention that now I know I'm allergic to vodka, so that also didn't help.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
It's not for me.
I am so sorry. I happen to like vodka.
Thanks. See, no.
It's, station in Germany.
I don't do that. I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more. No, thank you. No thanks. But yeah.
So we get basically the final side quest of this episode, and that is to go and get the helm that Uncle Hades is now missing.
That shit was funny.
I did like their little conversation, right? Because he was so pleasant.
He was like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad you're here. So go ahead and give me the helm."
No beef, like, come on, can I get the helm back? And they're like, "Wait,
the helm?
What you mean?
You mean the bolt? No, the helm."
My mom,
the bolt.
The bolt.
But I can't even give you the bolt. He was like, I don't want the bolt.
What the fuck I want the bolt for? He was like, don't you want to start a war between your...
No.
Why would I want that?
Like,
because you were jealous. Have you seen my fly ass spot? Shit is running like the hell it needs to. I could sit in here all day and know all my shit is taken care of. What you mean?
I'm confused.
And that's when the wheels really started turning, and Percy was like, "Oh shit! Okay, this is bigger than I even thought before."
He was like, "I thought I had it figured out, and I was wrong."
Plot twist.
False. Yep. Exactly. He was like, "Bro." I could just see him thinking, like, "Why was the hole in the shoes?" But he don't want this. He asked for. And the helm, someone used the helm to steal the bolt, and
so and that's how it happened. Yep.
And he was like, "Your voice didn't even match the voice of the dude that was talking to me because I thought it was you." And he was like, "Talking to you? Why do I want to talk to you? Like for what?"
He was low key a troll, and I respect that.
He was like,
He was like, kid, I get what you're trying to put down, but look at the finer details real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to check the Carfax. Like, this don't make no sense. And
he did, and Percy was right. He looked all of the shooketh as soon as he heard his daddy's name. He was like, "Huh?"
He was like, "Yeah."
I bet as soon as they left, he ran right over to the part in Tartarus where he's supposed to be chained up to make sure.
He was going. Feast was going.
To make sure that the locks were still in place, and they are. But that's why we've only been hearing Cronus's voice in his dreams. That's just because that's how he's able to affect the world. It's which is kind of interesting because, like, if you know anything about like the Lovecraft pantheon with Cthulhu, they say he's dead in his city under the sea, but he's still dreaming, and his dreams and all that affects our waking world. So it's interesting to see how that's being played around with here. Yeah, let me see what Nora said. He was like, I'm Hades, god of the underworld, and riches. Riches and everyone and everything eventually come to me in the end. Yeah, right. So what the hell do I need to start a war for more death?
Exactly.
The line of motherfuckers that you had to skip in front of to even get here just now.
I'm constantly busy. I'm busy doing me.
Right. I got.
I'm a dude.
Slick ass clean spot I got over here. Look at this shiny ass marble that I'm walking on. War for what? I don't want more
need
work.
That. I don't need that. No.
I love the subtleness in his trolling. I really did. I appreciated it.
I liked how Percy was like, you know what? I am going to take your deal. The first one. He was like, not adding anything extra. You want your hell? Got it. Bam.
Oh man, yeah. This show, man. There's so many good elements, man. It's you can't even pinpoint just one. Just like everything works and blended it all together. Just it's great, and I love how they've done this. And let's see, is this where the big fight was, or is that
on the beach? Like once they got out, they landed on the beach, and then we got to see that he was coming up against Ares.
He was walking up with his.
But in between that whole episode 7, we had flashbacks of his mom dealing with him in different instances, and then the last one we got to see my man, my husbando, my baby. Yes. We got to see Poseidon himself show up. You know what I'm saying? Captain Flint. We got to see Captain Flint show up, and yes. Yes, and I enjoyed their interaction so much. Come on. So I'm like,
also did we notice that Persephone was nowhere to be seen, as she should not have been, because it was still warm up top, and she is with her mama during them months. Unlike in the movie, and I'm not mad about it. Because I will always
they wanted to throw her in there. That's why I was confused. I was like,
but yeah, technically
I let it slide. I was like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. I was like,
yeah. But yeah, so that's how this episode wrapped. It was basically Ares walking up with all of his Ares swagger.
He's so big. He is so massive. For why though? Why is he so big? Like, so you're 6'4" for what?
I will say though, I think that final shot before the credits started is they showed Ares walking up, and then they pan back to Percy, and Percy's just standing there, and then you hear and the sword comes
the teeny tiny sword was like,
that's my motherfucker right there. I actually was it Daphne or something too? I think Daphne had sent me a thing that somebody did. I think it was on TikTok. She stayed trying to pull me onto them damn TikTok streets.
Listen, you need to come up with TikTok. TikTok is where it's at.
I know. I got missed messages from you there too.
Listen, I live on TikTok, especially with the Meg Thee Stallion, Nikki beef. We got Percy, people talking about Percy in there, all the stuff.
Somebody that did something with Harry Potter, and they were talking about, if Harry really wanted to be real, he would come out with the Avada Kedavra all the time, and that was it. I was like, you know what? That would be true if Harry was more like Percy, because Harry had motherfuckers trying to kill him.
He can't give Percy that.
Expelliarmus just trying to disarm people.
Percy would be like,
Percy is mailing Medusa's fucking head to Mount Olympus and not
giving what I said. You know what?
And actually, that I think is the perfect tie-in, because the first thing that we get in the finale is that fight, and Percy was holding his own, but obviously it's Ares. He's got way more experience, and he knocked him down one good time. But then Percy said, "I told you not to fuck around. Now I gotta let you find out."
He was stupid to fight him near water
by the fucking ocean. What is wrong with you? You're the god of war. I thought you knew better. Why didn't you pick a better battlefield?
What is wrong with you? That's why Poseidon said he was dumb. But I'm just like, bro.
Meeks like, bro, I thought Ares was smarter than this. How the fuck you pick a fight with a kid that is your cousin who can control water, and you next to the fucking ocean?
He could have drowned you.
he's lucky that he only got hit with that big wave. He literally could have scooped him up and just took him out to sea. He didn't have to leave you on that beach.
But watching them do the fight and then seeing the behind the scenes, because he was like, well, he's used to fighting like grown adults, and so having to like adjust and realizing your target is not here, it's here. He's down there. He's down there. Like, it was really fun to watch him do the behind the scenes of that, and just watch the fight take place like in the show. It was so good. It looked like he was hitting this poor little kid hard. Like when they were swords with like clank,
whoever
and he
was the fight choreographer, they did that.
Like he was flinging this little kid everywhere. He had snatched him up, shook him, flipped him. I was like, sir, you good? And he kicked you in your tum tums, and you went sleet in.
It does make sense because war
right.
is dumb, and
absolutely,
it literally is war, right?
You're right. You're right. But it was a really good fight. I really liked the fight. Because since I'm on TikTok, I get to see what people like and what people don't like, and what a lot of people are complaining about. There's like, oh, well, the fight was just too short. I was like, wait a minute, you guys are really like, and there are some people who be like, oh, X, Y, and Z, this scene was too short. Well, if you go to the book, this scene actually only took place on 4 pages.
If you put 4 pages of something on film, you're lucky if you get more than 5 minutes.
I wouldn't even think you get 5 minutes depending on what's on pages.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of what's in the page is going to be
descriptions
and the background area. So, and this is why some people really shouldn't comment on things like this. But because social media, everybody thinks they know everything. I'm just like, you want to give an opinion, cool, say that, but don't start trying to talk shit like you actually know all the facts.
This is.
You know what? You know who you just reminded me of? Now, what is my boy's name? My boy that does the Harry Potter stuff on TikTok. When he comes out on the screen with his little y'all already know who the fuck it is. Harry Potter. If you don't know who that man is, please go look him up. He's hilarious.
This is my support stick. Okay, this is what it's called, the emphasis. Okay, because whenever I want to put emphasis on a syllable, I pick it up and put emphasis on a syllable. You know what I'm saying? Emphasis on that syllable.
Now I feel left out. I gotta get a damn wand.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta have safeties. I was watching Fringe and I was like, if you don't get Olivia off my man, bust her in the head.
Yeah, has some issues.
That's what I'm saying. I needed this. I needed to point this out. It makes me feel good. Okay. We were talking about Harry Potter. This is my wand.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
But yeah, this is actually just my back scratcher because I pulled a muscle. I need to keep this with me at all times because my allergies are allergy ring. But yeah, that I use for everything.
I'm so sorry.
I use it for all the things, and it's my emphasis stick when I'm doing my reactions or when I need something to hold. Because if something is embarrassing is happening or something is high anxiety is happening, I need something to fidget with.
Right, something to grip like. Yep.
Something to keep me from getting up and leaving because I'll get up and leave. Or I will duck off to the side.
Yeah. There's many of my live reactions. I've been in the camera like.
Yep, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Actually, that stress ball that Grover had that came in clutch, with them getting past Cerberus. Yeah, I should probably get a couple of those.
Yes, come on. Yes. Yes, that's what they are.
Wait for the wheel of time to come back.
Listen, it's gonna be a while. I want them to do it right, so I want them to take their time. Take their time, do it right, like the song says.
Agreed. Okay, so I did have notes on the finale, but I don't know where I put them. So we're going to fly by the seat of our pants like we do most of the time anyway.
Yeah, because the first little piece of it was the fight. The fight was, to me, was just, it was so good. I'm glad it's choreographed great. They both did a really great job.
Really good job.
And I wanted to see his true form. Even though I know technically he's supposed to look at him, I was like, well, they're not supposed to look. They're not supposed to, but I want to see. I want to see. Thank you so much. I want to see. I'm nosy. Yes.
We are going to get to actually that's what I meant to edit my my description because definitely RIP Sir Lance. You're great. And I'm so sad that
it's ridiculous. I'm sad.
You're not here anymore.
I am sad, but he was scary. I tell you that.
And he embodied Zeus. Like, dude,
I was like,
the voice for one.
Stop playing.
But then just his whole demeanor, he just looked down at Percy like
he was real tired. He was real tired of his shit. He was real tired of his shit.
He was like, but you thought I'm
sick of you.
With you, like he looked at Percy.
Who are you?
Less than a speck of dust,
bro. Who is you? Who is you?
Okay, so you brought my lightning bolt back. All right, but you late though. And again, this is why I love Percy, because he kept the real like, well, yeah, I am, but I got more important shit to tell you.
He said, when I told you
I came up here,
I'm giving you the grace. You need to say thank you and leave.
And Percy was like, what?
Listen, he kept talking and talking. I was like, sir,
you don't look, that's just the way Percy's wired, man.
Listen, my thumbnail face is the face of that. I was like,
he knows whose kid he is. He
no. Who? Why are you?
Like, what even are you? Why are
exactly. Get the
hey Ron.
Like, get the
right. Don't let me
real close.
Oh,
we're gonna switch languages, and I'm gonna be like,
Lance.
get this little bitch out of here.
Right. And also, again, this is kudos to Poseidon, because yes, Poseidon, still I got beef with you and your family with how y'all dealing with these kids, but he did jump in like, hey, bruv,
I want to smell the back of this man's neck. I bet you smell fresh.
I mean, well, he's of the ocean, so probably
he's got to smell fresh.
Yeah, yes. Okay, like, oh, you want to be petty here? You're forbidden child, just like your forbidden daughter, Thalia. I think her name was.
Yeah, listen, the way I have people in arms on my channel, because I will forever refer to Thalia as the tree bitch until she's not in the tree. I'm like, I know y'all are sick of me of calling her the tree bitch, but the bitch is in a tree. What else do you want me to call her?
Oh my God.
I'm like, can you imagine if she's in that tree and she's sentient? So she got to sit here and look at all these people come by and talk about her to her and holding her. I'd be pissed as hell. Being like, this is my daddy's great idea to save me. It's turn me into a motherfucking tree that can't say nothing, can't do nothing.
I was going to say, why couldn't you just keep her alive?
She was in mid-jump. My brother was like, well, Zeus is not supposed to interfere. I was like, Dante, he interfered with her jump, and now she's frozen as a tree. Bitch is a tree. Bitch is a tree. Bitch was like, and trying to run and stuck.
And that's what we've been trying to figure out since we started talking about episode 1. What was protecting the damn camp before the tree?
Bruh.
Because there had to have been some other protection in place. Otherwise, they would have been got wiped out.
Nigga was listening to Cardi B. Up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. And she's up, and she's up, and she's up, and she's stuck. Like, that's what the fuck he was listening to.
Look, because they extra.
Bitch is a tree. That's all I got.
I mean, when you got motherfuckers like Zeus turning himself into Rays of Sunshine so he can get his dick wet.
I'm just like, sir, out of
he
all
don't
the
really
things,
he don't really think outside the box like that sometimes.
You couldn't murderize the things chasing her. You couldn't warp her inside of the realm of the camp. You couldn't put up a wall of dirt to block the people from chasing her. You had to turn this bitch into a tree, and now she's stuck.
How about you get rid of the enemy, and then she falls to the ground, and oh, hey, we're safe. Okay, camp is that way. Let's go. Would that have been so hard?
Up, and she's up, and she's up.
How much help and how many times did you save Perseus? not Percy, but Perseus, ancient Greek Perseus, in all of his little side quests, especially when he had to go do all that stuff for Andromeda. So, the mechanical dragon. It was a mechanical. Wasn't there a mechanical bull? You talking about the movie, right? That's just, oh, okay.
I don't know. Okay,
we can't go too deep into that.
I don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, bruh. The things the gods do.
Stupid stuff.
Like, why did you turn her into a flower? Why didn't you just heal her?
No, flower bitch.
It doesn't make sense. Nah, you good, bro.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It
dude is
doesn't
trash.
make sense.
Dude is trash.
Yeah.
It just don't.
He is,
and I will never let it down.
That's the double standard that Zeus literally lives by. It's just like what we were saying in when we were talking about that was it the blood of the gods or the blood of Zeus, whatever what the show name was. Basically, they should have called that show Zeus and his community peen.
Whoa, your volume just spiked. Your volume just went all the way up.
Spiked?
Whoa.
I don't know how.
Whoa.
Mic check to the chat. Is the volume sounding like extra loud to y'all?
It went up and then it went back down. So you might have hit something or something like scrolled up.
Possibly. Woo. Sorry. I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. One and done solutions. Basically, that's pretty much it. Like the stupidest, what the stupidest one and done.
Zeus is fantastic, and I can't wait for season 2.
Oh, it was, yeah. And I know it's been a while. They've been working on it, but they are.
It's coming out this year.
Is it? Oh, good,
no, it's definitely coming out this year. I think it's coming out in like April, May, March. Hold on, it's definitely coming out this year.
I remember when we covered that, actually, I would post about it a couple times on Twitter, and the guys that actually make the show, we chatted back and forth a little bit. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I can't wait for that because homeboy he was really getting ready for like the side quest of all side quests to go on at the end of that. So I'm looking forward to that. And,
May 15th.
Oh shit! Damn, that's like right around the corner. Okay, see, and here again, of course, why did my phone go off just now? Because Daphne's sending me TikTok links.
That's because you need to be on TikTok. It's so good. It's so good.
You say it's a little bit louder, or like did it even out for y'all too?
Yeah, it like just spiked up real good and then dropped back down.
My mouse was sliding out of place just now, so maybe that was it. Okay. But also, while we're here on Zeus and Poseidon surrendering to save his boy, freaking Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus looked like a cross between Minas Tirith, Numenor, and there's another one I was thinking of, Old Valyria, like all in one, but on a grander scale, a much grander scale.
Did you see that little person in the background that moved when he first walked into Mount Olympus, and it was like the wide shot and it
by the garden
and it pulled out? There was somebody in an arch that had like peeked out and then went like,
no, I didn't.
Swear, hold on, let me see if I have it, so I can at least screenshot it and drop it in the private chat on my thingamabob, because I swear I was like, what?
Interesting.
Who is that?
If it was someone and they were being sneaky like that, I just off the top of my head, I'm gonna say it was probably Apollo, because Apollo be on some nonsense.
Yeah, it was. I was series. Like, who in the world? Let me see if I can find it. Oop.
And I think Apollo was also the one that was warning Zeus whenever Hera was coming to find him in Blood of Zeus. Right now we know where the budget went, right? Because Olympus, like of all, I think every mythology movie or show that I could think of where they've shown Mount Olympus, this is the best look. This is the best look I've ever seen it have.
Really good. It looks really good. Watching the one in the movie, the one in the movie reminded me of one from Kingdom Hearts. It reminded me of the Olympus from Kingdom Hearts, where it was real like compact.
I've never played Kingdom Hearts.
Oh God, you play 1 and 2, you can ignore 3.
Yeah, I heard it was great.
1 and 2, fantastic. 3,
not so much.
They were working on it for like 11 years, and they showed all the worlds, and nothing was new.
Okay, that's right. Hermes was the one warning Zeus. You're right. That's yeah. I will go back and watch it. Actually, I think I got the episode up right
I don't
now.
know if I could even make it big enough to screenshot it. Like, who is that? And it's gonna drive me insane.
I would share screen, but Disney Plus does the same thing that HBO Max does with their players. You can't actually show them on screen.
I'm trying to see if I can get a good blacks it out. That's not even. Ooh, hold on.
Yeah, I can't see.
You can't see, it's blurry.
Yeah, like I'm like right at the spot, but it goes by too quick.
I got it because when I have it on my recording, hold on a second.
Is it in the throne room?
No, it's when he
first
at the
walks very
right
beginning
in
by the fountain.
I have it at, well, it doesn't matter because I have recording at the beginning of it. Shoot, hold on.
All right, yeah, give me the minute mark and we'll zoom in on it. So, if there was a mystery person there, I'm gonna say either Hermes or Apollo. Probably giving a little more weight to Hermes, I think. Just because he can zip in and out of things quicker than most of them.
We might be able to. Hold on a second. Let me see.
So every time Hero looks for Zeus, Hermes has the excuse. Yeah, he really did. Like on deck. Father, she's watching.
I don't know if you can see it. Trying to see if there's a way for me to make it bigger. How do I zoomy? How do I zoomies?
Yeah, because I see it, but I wouldn't be able to crop it.
Yeah, because I have it in picture, but it's also blurry in this picture.
Yeah.
What did I clicked on you for a reason, dude? No, I want to share this.
I've heard all good things about Kingdom Hearts.
Can you see that?
Has an Asgard feel too.
That is the thing in the background. That little thing.
The picture.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
This thing right here.
Right side or left side?
It's on the same screen. Hold on a second. I might have to wait. Let me reshare. Let me reshare.
Okay. Because yes, I'm very curious now.
You see it?
Okay.
This thing.
Let's see.
This little thing here. This is a person. It moves in and out of the frame. I was like, what is this? And it's green. I'm like, who is that?
I'm
like, what the fuck is that?
Okay, yeah. What minute mark is that?
My minute mark is going to be different because I have recording at the beginning of mine, so it doesn't match up with the
episode.
Oh
yeah, not on this. Well, so, okay. Well, give me a gist.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh wait. Okay, I think it got it close. I'll check that later though.
Wait a minute. Let me see when I start.
Let me say. Daddy Zeus just went to the store for a minute. Pretty much. That pretty much sums up every excuse he came up with to give Hera. Which is just horrible. Like Zeus, for real, get your shit together, bro.
Because it was at like, hold on, let me get at least get a number so you can look around it.
A chat room. What were your impressions of Mount Olympus? Inquiring minds want to know. I feel like if we actually got a true historical Song of Ice and Fire story of Old Valyria, it should look very similar to this.
Okay, it's around 1501 for me with my full recording, and I have about.
Okay, so that's gonna put it around. I think
I have
12 something.
Yeah, I have like maybe 4 minutes of recording before.
Okay. Yep.
And it's just in the back left-hand side. You'll see that thing pop out and then go all the way back in. It's so weird. I was like, what the fuck is it?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'll zoom in and play with all that after, though. So it was interesting because I caught myself actually checking the time for this one after like the surrender and stuff. I was like, oh shit, wait, we're only halfway through. What else do we have to chat about?
I knew they had to go back and run up on Luke because I'm like, that's the last piece. Because they stopped what they needed to stop, but they didn't understand why it was started in the first place. And the answer was no Lukey Boo. See, listen, he sort of did. He did. He was like,
"Do you ever dream about my mom?" And right, he gave him that like like when you patting your kid on the shoulder, like. So he gave him the just. I mean, I can't even tell you how much, son. I can't even tell you how much.
Like if you go over there and get my shoes, we can go to the store.
Right.
Oh, damn well Dad got on shoes and his keys in his pocket. And the moment you turn around, he's gonna be gone.
Yep.
Yeah. He got you. Yeah, him's got you. Mm-hmm.
I really hope they do take this all the way, at least through that the first series, which is mainly centered around Percy, because we do get to see Poseidon in his very close to his true form under the ocean, like in the war room.
I want to see everybody's true form because I'm nosy.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be interesting when your Uber is here.
Come on, it's time for him to go.
Right.
And he threw him on the sand too. He woke up like, bam! I'm like,
right. He jumped up like, wait a minute.
When he woke up after he did it, he didn't throw himself like that. He woke up like, oh wow. This one's like, wait. He wasn't ready. He was slammed on the ground.
I feel like it goes both ways.
Listen, I do, but
absolutely goes both ways.
I had to look it up. I'm like, doesn't he have a whole ass wife? That's why he couldn't mention that up there. His wife was listening. Mm-hmm. His wife was listening, and he was like, hush up your mouth. Yep. My dad named Black Dynamite.
He has a wife, and he has a son with that wife who will make it very clear off rip meeting Percy is once he gets there. Like, I'm
trash.
The actual heir.
Trash.
He's hot garbage though. Yeah.
Not you, me.
He's hot garbage, but
not you, me. Mm-hmm. I got the last name. Yeah, you see this picture of me sitting on my dad's lap? You ain't got one of those.
They all petty.
They're like, you ain't got one of those.
You pulled an Uncle Phil on him. Time to go, buddy. It's like, your mom was always walking around without an umbrella. Look, the first time we saw her, this chick really was just sitting on the fire escape, basking in the rain.
In the rain.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
That's still, I will say, that's not to say that he doesn't care. He does, obviously, or he wouldn't be looking in on any of them little assholes that he has.
No, thank you. He'd be like, I'm busy.
Their whole setup is still absurd.
Yeah, he's like, I'll call you later. You will, Dad? I will.
Yep. He'll give him like two little bubbles by the lake. It's like, hey, I was just thinking about you.
Called
and
you.
Now we won't hear from him for like the next 6 years.
Remember that one time I called you?
Right, that one, and you wasn't there. Like you walked away too quick.
Dang, missed it. Missed you.
Oh man.
But I did enjoy the fight with Luke.
Where do we go to next after this? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I did enjoy the fight with Luke because after the whole Olympus stuff, they went to back to camp, and I'm sitting here like, come on, exactly. She was moist. Yeah,
first episode. Yeah, she always seeks to be moist.
And I'm still a little confused about Clarice. I'm just like, was she supposed to be a big part of that or not at all?
No.
Okay,
that was just in the framing.
Mm-hmm. That was really good. Because I'm like, listen, Luke was like, yeah, we're going to go talk about this, and that. And he was like, okay, yeah. And I'm like, y'all never questioned why he was in Chiron's office by himself.
No one came back to that. Like, it's surprising, honestly, for both, for Percy and especially for Annabeth, that none of y'all questioned that.
No, nobody questioned it. I would have questioned it immediately.
No one thought, we came looking for Chiron in the principal's office where he's supposed to be, and you there. Why?
And then he got him off by himself.
I do like
making the plans to confront Clarice or tell Chiron about Clarice. That's what I'm saying. I like this, and that's why I need to figure out exactly who the actor is.
He is, and he's Carlos is very sneaky too, and Hades is right to how shook he looked. All of them. Honestly, you can tell even Zeus and Poseidon were not happy about that happening at all. Because Kronos is a force to be reckoned with.
Didn't it take all of them?
All of them, plus some extras. It took all of them plus some extras. Like Zeus, I think Zeus actually had to go to the underworld and get all of like his step siblings and cousins that had been trapped down there before and be like, hey, if y'all want to get out, come help us and win this war. We can kick them other assholes out of there, and then we could all just chill together. I mean, of course, he was lying to half of them, but
of course.
That's basically what happened. He went and got like he called the banners, as many as he could find, and that's how they beat them. And the war that's coming, the way Rick wrote it was great. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing that on screen. Like there is a lot that goes on with that fight. And I do like how they were saying, you know, the last time the gods had a civil war, and which was I think it's called the Chronogamy, I think is what they called it. That was World War II for humans. So yeah, with all of the extracurricular weapons that have been made since then, World War III, because the gods want to be assholes again, and they daddy want to come back and wreak havoc. That's not going to be a good look for anybody.
Listen, I'm trying to be gone in the first wave. That's what I'm saying. First wave me all the way. I'm okay.
If it comes to that, then yeah, that one I'll give you.
First wave.
If it comes to that, yeah, I don't want to deal with that nonsense either.
I'm good.
Because that's extracurricular.
Go ahead and knock me out.
I'll go battle some zombies, but having to deal with the extra magics of the world, nah.
I don't want to have anything that makes it so I can't get up, wash, and brush my teeth every day.
Yeah.
Soap
and toothpaste will become hard to find.
Listen, I woke up at 12 and I was like, oh God, I gotta brush my teeth.
Anyone who hides children in his forehead is crazy. Yo, I mean, well, look at what Kronos did. Kronos swallowed all of them, with the exception of Zeus, because Rhea was like, okay, wait, no.
Listen,
she ran and hid the baby. He was the youngest one, I think. She ran and hid the baby.
I realize how crazy that sounds, Scott, but I can't wait for it. I can't wait.
Pretty That's sure what I'm like. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah.
I can't listen. Tree bitch, I need to know.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that Thalia has a storyline. Her story is not done yet.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this, because I'm like, listen, y'all need to hurry up. And which means I have to pay attention to the casting news, because I'm nosy. And I don't know anything. So
they're definitely gonna have to cast her for season 2. Absolutely. Because she doesn't come up that early in there. Actually, it's probably going to be like the last punch that we get. But if there would have been a movie 3, her storyline would have been one of the centerpieces of that movie.
I know Rick Riordan isn't watching any of this, but can you convince them to go to 10 episodes?
Please?
And like 45 minutes at least, an American hour or a K-drama hour? Thanks.
Please. And thank you. We would appreciate that very much. Sir Ryden, thank you.
Because this is about to make y'all some money. Because I almost went to Disney and bought a $30, bought a $35 Camp Half-Blood shirt. And I was like, I'm just going to wait. It's $35. I'm like, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. I've been that's on my wish list now too. I definitely got to get a Camp Half-Blood shirt.
Yeah, and I need one for my house.
See, I don't think they have separate. Yeah, they don't have separate house or cabin uniforms on this one, which is interesting, because it is really just about everyone, basically. Like, you know who your parents are, you're in their cabin, but outside of that, no, we're all here at the camp. That's our flag. That's it.
Oh,
hey Jackie,
look at that. Oh, they have them on Amazon. I'd rather go to Etsy.
Are you listening to the first 5 this week? Nice. Wait, hold on, I skipped one. You say there's no such thing as an hour-long show anymore, sadly.
At K-drama, yes, there is. Hey,
that doesn't air here, though.
It does air. Is what he's saying. It does.
On what?
You got to go find it.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go find it. It's not here. We can't flip channels and find it. Is what I'm saying.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna send this to you.
All right.
So that one day
What is it?
We may rep our cabin shirts.
Oh, okay, got you. Somebody made some
on Etsy. Yeah.
Of course, because Etsy has like all of the talented people.
People are smart. Why would you just do Percy and think that's enough?
They figure it out,
bruh. Hey, Jackie.
Nice. I would do that.
Yes. So,
all right. Where do we go after Olympus? Yeah, he had that little dreamscape.
The fight with Luke was after Olympus because he had to go back.
Yeah. We got a little montage of the training that they were doing.
I love that throughout the show because people were like, "Oh, well, they didn't even show how he got good at fighting." Well, here you go.
Shut up. Maybe just wait for the things to happen before you start complaining.
Yes. So they did that and they showed how he had a little bit of skill, but Luke helped to refine that. Yeah. But Luke was only doing that.
Luke is a good fighter.
He was doing that to assess and being like,
he was recruiting.
He was like, let me see what he has. And the fact that we could build upon this and use this. Yeah.
See, I think, honestly, the plan, set him up, but also try to make it so he would have to fall back on Luke. I think that's what the main plan was. But to always get Percy in on their side, I think was always the goal.
And I think it would have been, I don't know if it would have been a success, but it would have been harder for him to say no had he gotten sucked into Tartarus because he'd have been face to face with Kronos and he was either do it or die. And the fact that Luke was really regretful because he was like, I didn't think that you would give Grover the shoes because that hurt him having Grover almost sent down there.
Yeah.
He was shook a little bit. Like, I didn't think that you would give him the shoes. Like, I gave them to you, dog.
Well, yeah, I think that's that relation, that friendship right there. I think that's what is a part of Annabeth's regrets that started her, being pulled in by the tree, is because outside of what we're seeing here before that, they were all running together. So they've had years, all three of them, they've had years together. So yeah, it's he didn't plan on Grover being put in there, but he should have thought better of that though, because a damn child of Poseidon can't be in the air like that. Luke?
No, I'd rather give it to somebody else.
Come on now.
He was like, I got my sword. I've got my mind. I'm Poseidon. And Mother Rune. And
we went to Percy Jackson while we were in Harry Potter. I like both. How fans react with those two fandoms is like DC and Marvel. Why can't you just enjoy both?
I didn't read.
It's not hard.
When I told you I skipped over teen books,
I like both fandoms.
I jumped over that and didn't know anything about Harry Potter until the movies. Nothing. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the back and forth, the difference between Harry and Percy, because I'm about that Percy game. I'm gonna run up on you.
Look, Percy is gang all day. All day. Fuck around and find out. Okay.
I'm waiting till you sleep and I'm gonna throw hot water on you.
Oh, you want to do some nonsense? You want to test me? Okay, here.
I said what I said.
Package right here, real quick.
I said what I said.
Get shit up to Mount Olympus.
Exactly. I said what I said.
Okay, see, which part of DC is terrible though? Because I feel like people judge DC a lot of times now on the movies that have been coming out. I don't judge DC on the movies. I'm talking about the originals. This all started in the comic realm. That's where the main beef started. I think both have merit.
I'm not
there are great person, stories on both sides.
I'm sick of DC telling me the same three stories. They love to redo a Batman. They love to redo a Catwoman. I don't give a fuck.
And they can't seem to keep they shit together. Like, I think one of the smartest things that was done with Spider-Man once Tom Holland came in is they didn't show Uncle Ben dying. We know that. We know he gone. Let's move on. Let's get to the good shit.
No. Show him again. Show him again. Flowers for Algernon. Show flowers for Algernon dying again. Show him again.
Okay, you're talking about the movies. Yeah. The movies, some of them are sketch. The first Michael Keaton, Batman and Batman Returns, gold.
Listen, I actually liked all of the Batman movies until like after The Dark Knight. I didn't need to see it no more. After that trilogy,
because
I
it
didn't
really
need to
was
see
the
it no
same
more
thing over and
because
over
it
again.
shut it down for me. I'm like, there's got to be more. I want to see.
Oh,
more.
yo,
I want to see.
Yo,
more
that
people.
Blackest Night, Brightest Day. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
I'm like, I am tired.
If
Me
you
too.
are a
I
fan
liked
of the
Eartha Kitt.
turns, definitely read both of those. Oh yes, Eartha Kitt is my favorite.
So kitschy. It was so funny. It was so bizarre. Everybody was on drugs. It showed. It showed.
I mean, it was the 70s, man.
Listen, it showed, and I'm not mad at it. I will never be mad. I was thoroughly entertained as a child. I was like, Mom, this man is in the middle of fighting crime, and all of a sudden the camera's panning in and out like this, and they're dancing like.
Why? What run of Batman was hilarious.
Why? Why were they doing that?
This is how you know we're winding down, because we start bringing all the extracurricular.
Listen, because at this point we got to talk about sadness, and I don't want to talk about sadness. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, but we do have to wrap up though.
I want to.
We have to wrap. The season is over.
You tell me what to do.
We have to wrap up, and I did enjoy.
Yes. Yeah, because at this point, I'm just like I'm scrounging for information. I'm scrounging for information.
I mean, that's pretty much where we are. You know, Luke gets found out, and he admits that, you know, I'm not here to hurt you, cousin. I was trying to recruit you. Like, do you not see? You seen how arrogant these assholes are. You seen how they treat us. It's some bullshit. I don't like the fuck shit. I don't like the fuck shit.
And I hope they burn in hell.
Exactly. That's exactly what he's on. But I think he miscalculated. Percy is upset with how things were with his dad. Yes, but Percy is, I think, a testament again to his mom and just to his better nature. He will give you a chance.
Yeah, he's a half glass full kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, okay, I don't really fuck with you like that, Pops, but you know, let's talk. And you know, he's on better footing with them. He's like, he understands a little bit more now. Yeah,
we can grow. So,
right, and that's I think is where that Luke. I don't think he ever got to that stage.
Luke is too angry. He's very
too angry right now.
The moment he mentioned his dad, this man went to swinging. He put his back into the swing.
Yeah, yeah. Especially as soon as I said, I was like, bro, you know, you can't say that name in front of him. Why would you do that?
Annabeth told you not to do that.
She told you. She
warned you. Her being there to see him talk like that, I know she was hurt. I know Annabeth was hurt because she lived for this man. She was like, "That's my brother."
That's what I think. I think that's what is the thing with her. The roots trying to pull her in. I think that's what her regret is. But they didn't touch back on the one thing which I don't like, because it said, you know, you'll be betrayed by one you call friend. That was Luke. But they didn't touch back on it like they did with all the other breadcrumbs that they've done.
No, they did.
They would have, but
they did.
They say that specifically.
Yes,
on the things. Okay,
they went through it because when they first got to the forest, he was like, "Yeah, he's like, there's some things that I just don't understand, because sometimes the oracle she made, that they made sense, but sometimes it didn't make sense." So he was like, "Yeah," he said, "You're gonna face the god into the west." He was like, "Yeah, you went to California or wherever, and you fought Ares. You're gonna fail to save fail to save the one you love the most." He was like, "Well, you did fail, but you had to go back and get her."
But
he's like, "Okay, and you're gonna be betrayed by a friend." And he was like, "Yeah."
But he didn't, right? See, he didn't say.
Luke was like,
he didn't say that it was Luke, right? Yeah.
No, he did. He did, because after Luke got quiet, he was like, "Well, I don't understand how that's coming from, except for the fact that you gave Grover the shoes.
It's you." Yeah.
It was that whole conversation about him giving the shoes, about how Kronos knew X, Y, and Z. Yeah, he was like, "I didn't think that you would give Grover the shoes."
Right. I didn't plan on you giving him the shoes. Right.
Yep. And that's when
yes, Amy, I agree. Yeah, that name, Backbiter.
It's a fire name, though.
It's fitting. It's a
fire name.
Absolutely.
But I'm just like, it also makes sense that he used that sword to get in and out.
Yeah, I've never thought of Medusa as the villain. No, Medusa has been wrong so many times throughout her.
I love my stick. Okay. Emphasis.
Y'all leave the stick alone. Yeah, that's why Luke reminds you of Anakin Skywalker. Low-key.
Because I feel like he has the right to be angry, but to kill everybody and then
exactly, but to take everybody out, like
question,
you literally trying to light the world on fire.
My favorite
because
question
of your
is
daddy
do
issues.
all of this, and then what? What is your plan after? You got to have a plan.
You think
after.
Kronos is really going to give a damn about you once
Kronos
he gets what he wants?
He's going to be high stepping. He's going to be kicking his feet and dragging and
Kronos is not going to give two fucks about you.
He's smushing everybody. He is high stepping, squatting, popping, and locking. He's going to try to find you and put you
pretty
in the
much.
Like, yeah. Like he's going to try to get you.
And the thing is, Kronos actually, if I remember correctly, I don't even think he's going to come out once the real fighting starts. He's going to have all of
I wouldn't believe it either.
All of his other minions. Because he does have other kids besides those three. There's several that have the Titans. There's a lot of Titan kids out there, and they got a lot of shit going on. Is all I'm saying.
Bitch is still a tree.
Yeah, the Titans. Stop calling her a tree, bitch. Stop it. You will put some respect on Thalia's name.
I will not until I have been given reason to, and even then, she might just hey. And even then, she might still just be a bitch encouraging
her foolishness
because they care about.
Y'all already know.
They care about me.
Yo, I'm saying. See, right, Scott, because you've been in the books too. Once the actual Titans come back out, oh boy. The only thing that makes me sad about it is New York always manages to get messed up in these stories.
New York is the main place.
And New York is about to get trashed once the Titans start fighting again. Oh.
I feel like they should start in the center of the country and then push everybody out instead of just starting in New York. You don't even hear that much happening in California. You could even start in Florida.
No,
start in Florida.
No, that's the thing. It's the flame of the West.
Start in Florida.
No.
Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that whole state.
But they would not be able to draw power if the base was in Florida. The fighting is in New York because that's the entrance to Mount Olympus. If it was in Florida, they wouldn't be getting as much power because the Flame of the West goes where like the mass populace and energy is, and that's what New York represents there.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm glad you asked that, Jackie. I'm glad you asked correct. That. Yes, I am actually watching through Avatar, the series, for the first time. I literally am on episode.
You've never like
I've never seen it. It came out when I was in college. It came out when I was here by myself and I was drinking. I was in the bars. I wasn't watching that. I was in the bars.
Okay. I mean, I was in the bars too, but yeah.
I was in the bars. I had no money. I had no cable. I had no nothing.
What about oranges? I mean, oranges are tasty, but that's about it. They have ambrosia on Mount Olympus. Nothing.
I'm
no
just
fruit
saying,
on Earth is going to stack up to ambrosia.
Just destroy Florida. I don't even care about you having the power. Just step on it real quick. Just put a foot. Like walk through it.
Send Typhon down there. Just knock it off. Say Rick is a true Texan because he don't mess with Texas. I mean, yeah, the same issue with Florida for Texas. Yeah, Mount Olympus would never be there because it wouldn't make sense. That's not where the Flame of the West would be.
That is true, but I just want them to start there. Like walk to the Flame of the West and take a path through the center.
Through the nonsense. Goodness.
Like take a path from Florida through the center, hit the central states, and then you curve back down, and then you go over there to the plane.
And then go over there and post up.
Yeah, stretch your legs out.
All right. Breadcrumbs. They dropped us a little bit of breadcrumbs at the end here. Once Luke had his tiff and then scurried off to go scheme and plot behind the shadows some more.
Yes.
I forget what all the breadcrumbs were. That'll refresh my memory, please.
Are you talking about the Kronos conversation?
At the end of the episode, yeah. There was a little
Kronos,
bit.
When you had the reuniting with his mom, and it wasn't really his mom; it was a dream.
Yeah, it was a dream. It was like, now it's time for you to wake up.
Kronos was like, you know what? You may have won this time, but you're not gonna win again. He was like, I'm talking my shit. I'm talking my shit again. Percy was like, I'm gonna talk my shit again. I beat you. I'm made for this. I'm built for this.
And I'm right. I'm still coming back, and I'm gonna still be here.
I'm gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Come through, Grandpa.
Again. And he was like, why would I want to hurt you? You are the key to my success. And he was like,
yep.
He hit real hard. He hit it like
wait, The one thing again that I wish they would have done with the prophecies and the oracle is Our Lady Sheleah would have came back and voiced that, because she does the voice in Sea of Monsters.
Maybe they're saving her.
What is her name? Lady Chrissy from The Expanse.
Oh God, I can never say her name, and I'm gonna need to. I need to listen to
her first name is Sheleah. I can't pronounce her last name.
Okay, because I'm like, I need to hear the. I just love her so much. God damn it!
And I only know that how to pronounce Latin because the guy that plays Amos, he said it a couple times in interviews. Actually, him and Homeboy still got their YouTube channel.
Yes, they do. That's my man.
Yep. Amos is cool. Everybody needs an Amos in their life.
I bet you he smells like outside.
It's highly possible. I don't know. So, all right. So to wrap up then, so Meek stops talking about men smelling outside and back of their necks and all that nonsense.
Look.
What are we rating the season as a whole? Not just these 2 episodes, but the season as a whole. How many tridents are we giving it?
I'm giving it 9 tridents. I really loved it. I had no real complaints because I didn't know the actual source material. My only real complaint is that I wanted it to be longer. I wanted the episodes to be longer. I wanted the season to be longer because I just felt like this world has so much information because it is book based that they could have put more into it and given us more and extended the episodes out. Yeah.
I agree. Yes, I'm going to go with a solid 9 on that as well. Just honestly, on the strength of Lance alone, I'm going with 9.25 because Hollywood is not going to be the same, and this story isn't going to be the same because
they're going to have to recast.
We're not going to get the greatness.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Zeus anymore. Yeah,
I don't know what they're going to do.
So, R.I.P. Sir Lance. Thank you for all of the entertainment that you have provided to me since I was a child. Yeah. So Scott's got 9. Jackie's also got 9. Samira's got 8. Ron's got 8 also. Yep.
I got this shirt from
9. Sorry.
I got the shirt from Etsy.
From Amy. Break bones, sir. Break bones.
As soon as he showed up in House of the Dragons, I was like, I got me one of these shirts and I got me a Valerian sweater. And I'm getting ready to get on this.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Get my shirts going for this show. I got a dress. I got a dress.
Yep. We do have to be appropriate out here. So yeah, we next season 2, you will see us repping the Camp Half-Bloods, and we will definitely be repping our cabins.
Amen.
So yeah, we gonna get that together. We're gonna get that together.
It's more than enough.
You know what? Y'all can work that out on your own time.
It's more than enough.
Please and thank you. Damn, Jesse 7.5. What they do to you?
I still think that's good. That is well over.
That's a good score, yeah. But that's like it's not super low. It's just lower than.
Did you want more stuff from the book? Did you want longer episodes? Did you want more episodes? Did you want episodes,
longer episodes? There's more that they could have added in. Now, stuff they cut. Like I said earlier, it's all right on the cutting room floor, but they could have kept it. We could have gotten more than 8 episodes, and I think we would have enjoyed them all. But yeah, let's see. Tomorrow I'm going to be on with the boys, the crew, myself, DJ, and Fandom will be on DJ's channel, talking about the finale of Echo. If you've missed those discussions, go head over to DJ's channel and check them out. Let's see. Next Tuesday, we'll be back. We're going to run through What If on Tuesday, I think. And then I have we decided what next show we're getting into?
No, not really. I mean, I have to see what's going on in February. There's a lot of like K-drama stuff I'm doing. Avatar's coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah, Avatar, that's right.
She was asking, did you want to do that one? Because by that time I'll be caught up.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll make it that. What is that on? Is that Prime or Netflix that's coming on?
It's definitely Netflix. Okay. But I can't remember what day. I think it's the 22nd.
Say Echo is your baby mama. I feel it. I was very, very surprised with how they did that show, and I'm so glad that they did as well as they did with it. I really enjoyed it. I love the culture of it all. You know, they did a lot with her culture, and that's the same thing that they did with Miss Marvel. They pulled her culture into it, and it worked out so great. So great. I was quite surprised, though, to see the connections between Echo and Twilight series. It kind of made me chuckle. Echo. We want to talk about Echo too. You might just do a full season sprint about that too.
Yeah.
Because those episodes also were only like 30, 40 minutes long too. So and there were only 5 of them.
Okay.
So we're gonna chat about What If at next week, and maybe go 1 week behind and knock Echo out the way on Thursday, and then start up with Avatar in 2 weeks. Oh, also Friday we'll be back for some more Song of Ice and Fire House of the Dragon trivia on Citadel of Trivia channel. So join us for that as well. Meeks, I know you got 1,001 things going down. Run that list for the folk.
Real quick, for the Avatar show, how are we going to be doing that since it starts on the 22nd?
Yeah, how long are the episodes? Do you know?
I don't know. If it's on Netflix, it could be about 45 minutes to an hour, I think.
When you said 7.5 to 8, yeah, still a good score. Yeah, and I think that's all around.
Did you want to do like weekly? Because I'm gonna have to
I would say yeah, I would say let's do them weekly. So because you already have 1,001 shows that you're doing, and I don't want to stress your schedule too much either.
I mean, it's going to be on there anyways.
So
So for me, since I was just right now, I'm still working on Fringe. What else I got? I really need to finish Interview with the Vampire. There's no reason. It's just that I'm doing everything else before it.
Oh, yeah, that was another thing that we wanted to talk about too.
We'll be done. Let's see, my K-dramas. I've got Marry My Husband and the Shop for Killers, which is going on right now. They're releasing 2 episodes every 2 weeks. And so those are ongoing until episode 8 for Shop for Killers and 16 for Marry My Husband. I'm doing Worst of Evil. I just finished The Bequeathed. If you want a little short K-drama miniseries, it's like 6 episodes. 6 episodes of
Text me that, please.
I wasn't ready.
Then it's fresh in my brain.
When I tell you,
yes, Jackie, thank you for getting the links out there. Appreciate
I was
you.
doing all of the things in this chair, like in the last episode. I almost got up. I almost got up and left. Not because it was like,
I'm
oh my God,
intrigued.
But I was like, I couldn't take the tension. Let's see, and I'm gonna start Death's Game soon, and then of course I'm doing Avatar, the animated show. I'm putting those up. No, I haven't. No, I sangle. I wish I could be creepy to follow him around. But I'm doing Avatar, the animated show. I haven't put up any yet, but I am going to be putting that up on Patreon first and then making its way to YouTube. And also doing solo leveling for anime. And for my video games, I'm still going through Baldur's Gate 3. I just finished up Dredge, and I'm still working on Final Fantasy 9. That should be finished up soon. But then after that, I got to pick some games.
Nice. And also, I don't know what the number is now, but I think it was maybe about a month ago. I was just under 200 hours of watch time until I can actually monetize the channel. So y'all keep them streams running for me if you can, please, and thank you. Appreciate y'all being here all the time, and it's always fun you guys in the chat always make it more fun to sit here and go back and forth with our nerdy nonsense. So that's what we both got coming up. And yeah, we're on the road again to monetizations, and we're getting near. I think the next goal for me, I think, is like 850. So I think I'm at like 814, 815 or something now.
822.
But okay, my bad. I didn't know that. Cool. Yep. Okay, 822. So yeah, let's keep it pushing in this new year, and I don't know, do some cool things. If you didn't notice, there's some awesome channel art that is up on there now. So that's courtesy of the Lady Sandrixian of the Game of Thrones community. If you don't know who she is, please Google her. And yeah, come back and hang with us. We'll be back next week. And yeah, starting fresh, running some new stuff. So Meeks, chat room, we out.
Bye.